All right, welcome back, everybody. We are continuing to get new reaction to that disturbing attack on Speaker Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, during a home invasion. All happening, as NBC News reports, a suspect was actually searching for the House Speaker herself. Want to bring in NBC's Ali Rafa, who's standing by for us on Capitol Hill. So Ali, as we're learning kind of more about this attack, what details are you hearing about, and also kind of the reaction that we're getting from members of Congress?
Yeah, Yasmin, well, I think the message that former President Obama issued, in the last hour on the campaign trail in Michigan really echoes what we've been hearing from the vast majority of lawmakers on both sides of the aisle here on Capitol Hill, both yesterday and today. They're using this tragedy, this attack on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, as an opportunity to explain why it's so important to have free and fair elections, a peaceful transition of presidential power. They're offering their well wishes, their support for the Pelosi family, but they're also using this as an opportunity to shine light on this very concerning and worsening problem, which is this rising uptick in the number of violent threats against lawmakers, something that we've been seeing for over 4 years now, but that's gotten so much worse in this hyper politicized time post January 6th. We know those numbers have more than tripled just in the last 4 years. And I want you to take some listen to some reaction we actually heard from Congressman Debbie Dingell and Ilhan Omar in reaction to these this rise in threats. Yasmin.
This anger is a fundamental, a real and present danger to our democracy. And we got to stand up. And you simply, I'm going to tell you, you can't keep 435 members and 100 senators and school board members and mayors and city council people safe if somebody wants to get them. It's got to come from within the community.
A lot of my family and friends have been sending me text messages saying, I hope you're boosting up security. And there are not enough resources for me to be able to do that.
Those resources Omar is referring to revealed through this independent investigation where we found out that the Capitol Police in the aftermath of January 6th is not only understaffed, it's also underfunded. So you can imagine the pressure that Capitol Police officers are feeling as they protect congressional leadership, their families, but they also feel this pressure to protect so many other lawmakers receiving threats, especially as they begin to travel even more, crisscrossing the country campaigning ahead of the midterms. Yasmin.
Ali Rafa for us. Thank you, Ali. We appreciate it. Want to bring in now Rhode Island Democrat and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. Senator, thanks for joining us on this. We appreciate it.
Good to be with
you. Let's talk first about this attack on Speaker Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, in the early hours yesterday morning. We know that he's going to have now, doctors are saying he's going to have a full recovery, but nonetheless, incredibly troubling that it also taken place. And you see those numbers, the threats that lawmakers are receiving now, almost tripling in the last 4 years or so. What do you make of it in the rising violence and rhetoric that we're seeing?
Well, just start with what a bad criminal act this was. A home invasion at 2:30 in the morning to batter an 82-year-old man with a hammer and crack his skull. Before you even get to the political motivation of it, you have a really horrendous crime. And the fact that this appears to have been spun up by right-wing propaganda makes it even more dangerous, and I hope gives the people behind the right-wing propaganda a moment's pause about the wisdom of cranking so much of that into our ecosystem.
Senator, while I have you, I do want to talk to you about a couple different things here. First, I want to talk about the midterms, and then we of course, want to mention your new book. Let's talk midterms for a moment, if we can. Rhode Island, right? 2nd Congressional District. Democrats have held this seat, I believe, since 1991. You were quoted in Politico in talking about this. It could go either way at this point. At the end of the day, if we're at all effective at helping people understand the difference between a mayor and a member of Congress, we make the connection with voters and we win this seat. What does this race specifically say about the prospects for Democrats just 10 days out from the midterms and the real possibility that Dems could lose control of the Senate?
Well, I don't know how much of a global message you can extract from this one particular race, which has a lot of very unique Rhode Island qualities to it. But I do think the Rhode Islanders are beginning to understand that if we let this seat go to the Republican, and the Republican then votes for Speaker McCarthy, which we know he will, and that helps tip the House under MAGA control, that would be horrible for Rhode Island. And so the important thing for us to do is to keep emphasizing that message of what the real consequences are. I was taping something on the Rhode Island shore just yesterday for our candidate, Seth Magaziner, to remind people that the Republican Party is bought and paid for by the fossil fuel industry. And if you're worried about sea level rise and homes and businesses and the economy along our shores, you can't afford to send somebody who's going to group up with the deniers and the climate hoax people from the fossil fuel industry who control the Republicans in Congress. We will kill any prospect for the climate legislation we need. So it's issues like that that need to be brought home to the Rhode Island voters, and then I think we win this race.